Hello and welcome back to the channel. So now the controversy rages on about President Buhari's gaffe yesterday when he said again in an unguarded moment that he had given the security apparatus of the country an open license to shoot to kill anybody found snatching ballot boxes. That's right, that is what the president of the largest black democracy in the world and the largest country in Africa said. He had given instructions to the security apparatus of the country to shoot to kill anybody found snatching ballot boxes. Now, this is quite shocking, but anybody that really knows anything about President Buhari would not really be caught off guard by this comment, would not really be surprised that he has said something like this, because really this is the inner core of this man. This is what he is made of. We know him from the 80s when he used to use retrospective laws to kill people for drug trafficking. Drug trafficking is a jail term and rehabilitation in most civilized climates, but and it should be the case in Nigeria too, by the way. But under a Buhari dispensation, anything is shoot to kill, because the human life to Buhari is a trade-off for a minor infringement. So I'm not saying that drug trafficking is a minor infringement or ballot box snatching is a minor infringement, but they are certainly not capital offenses, particularly ballot box snatching. If a person is caught snatching ballot boxes, they are detained and they're taken to court. The judge passes a sentence, they serve a period in prison, and then they are bound to good behavior. This is really how the system works. You don't shoot to kill somebody for snatching ballot boxes, and really you shouldn't really shoot to kill somebody for drug trafficking, because really the drug trafficking really is a causality of the state of the nation, but it's not really an excuse, because I'm anti-drugs and that is really unacceptable in my books as well. But really that comment about shooting to kill people for snatching ballot boxes is really the real Buhari. This is who Buhari is, because anytime that Buhari makes a public pronouncement unscripted, you get a real insight into who this person is. You remember when he said all the Nigerian youths are lazy and all whatnot, and when he went on Al Jazeera, he had this interview and he said he wasn't going to let anybody pay school fees from for their children schooling abroad. But they said, oh, what about your children schooling abroad? They said, oh, I'm all right, I can afford it. So this is really the texture of this person. And this shoot to kill policy, by the way, is not a slip of tongue, it's a position, because he has already given the instruction, and really there was a precursor. We had forewarning of this coming, because some of you will recall that Malam El Rufai, the dwarf in Kaduna, he had made a similar statement to the foreign observers of the elections that they will live in body bags. So now this is how they are now looking to run these elections. They want to ratchet up the tempo and heighten up to the polity and create real chaos within the country. And you will recall also that Buhari, during his campaign in one of the northern states, he told the people in the north then that they should stockpile food and stay in their homes, because the elections is going to lead to violence. And I will be extremely surprised if there is not a lot of body counts on Saturday when that election takes place, because there will be people on the streets, because Saturday is now the day, it should now be the day after the elections. If the elections had run to the schedule that it should have run, and people have made arrangements for the coming Saturday, the 23rd, so they will go about their business. Weddings has been planned, naming ceremonies has been deferred, burials, birthdays, etc., public events, everything. So they are booked booked and paid for events to happen on that day. So and a lot of those events are non-refundable, and a lot of those things cannot be cancelled, so they have to take place. So people would then be on the streets during the period that the election should be taking place. And with Buhari now issuing this shoot to kill policy to the security apparatus of the country, you can immediately already see where the body counts will come from. So I'm thinking if we're lucky, it'll be in the hundreds. If we're not lucky, it'll be in the thousands. But definitely there'll be like a carnage is almost certain. And Buhari has signaled this because this is what he has said to his people. So Atiku has now come out to make a statement on this. This really is really the ongoing template of this Buhari character, who has no respect for the rule of law. All the law courts in Nigeria are giving Dasuki bail, but because he feels he has a personal battle with the guy, he overrides the law. He suspends the Chief Justice of Nigeria against the legal templates of the country. So he effectively is the law in that country. Buhari is the law in that country because he does whatever he likes, irrespective of what the law of the land prescribes. And this is what we see panning out now. If a president says that, it should by law be made to step down by any forces that has the capacity to make him step down. But because he has put in all of his loyalists in all of the key functions of the country, i.e. the paramilitaries and the militaries and the security forces, and we all know that the rule in Nigeria is usually a gun rule. So it's the person who controls the guns controls the country, and the country has always been run by the gun. And Buhari is nothing else if not a gunman. And this is what we have now playing out, a gunman rule. So we're now being held at gunpoint in that country against our will. So what say you, Nigerians? What say you? What stand are you willing to take? Let's hear your stand in the comment section. So I'll leave you here, meet you in the comment section. I say peace.